everybody, here we are for part 3 of building the model rocket, and today we are going to talk about once you've got your fins glued on, first thing you're going to do is you're going to paint your rocket, and I highly recommend doing that before you actually have your nose cone anywhere on or near your rocket. You really don't want to get any paint on your nose cone. Don't paint it at all. It could affect how it's going to eject from the rocket when it's time for the recovery system to come out. So we highly recommend using some kind of spray paint. It's thin, it's light, it's quick, and it's easy. You can paint it any color you'd like. The rocket also comes with some stickers. If you'd like to use those, you do not have to, but you can. You can really decorate it any way you'd like, but please don't add anything that would add any extra weight, like gems or beads or anything like that. Okay, so you have your rocket like this. You will spray it. Next step is attach the launch lug, and I would wait until it's sprayed to do that. You also don't want to get any paint in the launch lug. The launch lug is also in the bag here with the parachute. It just looks like a tiny, thin little straw, okay? And if you remember, we put the L on here when we made our lines where the fins go, and this is where our launch lug goes. Again, just a little bit of glue. You know what, I'm going to use a new Q-tip. That one's kind of, just a little bit of glue. And stick the launch lug on. And it may take a little time to dry, but that's fine. Try and get it on as straight as possible because this is going to guide where the rocket, how the rocket actually goes up as it's taking off. Okay, so that's done. While that's drying, take your nose cone and you're going to notice that there's this little piece inside here that actually has to get cut out. We use X-Acto knives to do that. You can also use a scissor and kind of just pop it out. It's entirely up to you, however you'd like to do that. So let's see if this X-Acto knife is going to work for me. If not, I may just use my scissor and demonstrate that, and it's not going to look very safe, so be careful. Do probably recommend that you have a parent do this part. And I literally just boop, pop it right out. Be careful when you do that. X-Acto knife is the best way. Mine, unfortunately, is broken. So that's why we had to go to plan B. So what you're going to do here is you're going to tie this onto your nose cone. And eventually, we will also be attaching your recovery system to this. It will get packed inside of your rocket, and then the nose cone will go on top. Now, we are going to ask that you please bring your recovery system to school, and we are going to assemble that together. And we are going to be putting it onto the nose cone and preparing it for when we actually launch the rockets. The reason you can't do it at home is because you do need a couple of pieces of this recovery wadding, which we do put inside, that protects where the fire and the heat is coming from down here in the engine. It protects, it puts a barrier between so that the parachute does not burn at all in that process, and we do have to give that to you here. So if you want to leave your parachute inside the bag, write your name on it, bring it in. We will be doing all of that together in class, as well as putting your engine in and the igniters, okay? So that's really it. Comes into school like this. Make sure your name is on it somewhere that we can find it, and you'll be ready to go. Can't wait to launch them, guys. Have a good day.